Hey everybody, it's me, the GenX Pawpaw. This is the GenX Effect. Today is day 12 of the sources commanded, proclamated, and mandated 30-day video challenge, 30-day 1 minute video challenge. It isn't gone 1 minute yet. Today is Explore Your Inner Child day. Um, I was going to go down to the river. There's a nice little hiking path down through there. Yeah, that's kind of my thing. I like being in nature. I'm an outdoorsy kind of guy up here in the Appalachians. Um, but I just ain't feeling good today. I ain't been feeling good all day. I took a 3 hour nap today and probably would have slept longer if I woke me up. Glad it did. I don't like to sleep. I definitely don't like to take naps. But I don't know what's up with me. I just ain't feeling great. Just blah. Just not sick, not hurting. Nothing. Just I don't know. Just ain't feeling it. Just ready for the day to be over and start again tomorrow. Hope I feel better. Um, maybe it's lack of broccoli or something like that. Maybe it's my body changing because I've been working out and um, I've smoking as many cigarettes and stopped broccoli. I don't know. I don't know. It's nothing I can pinpoint. Just ain't feeling it. I ain't been outside. I'm still in my sweatpants. Still got my night shorts on underneath that I sleep in. It's just one of those days. So I didn't get to get out and go make a video. So I don't know. I guess I was going to do a mulligan today and just throw some pictures and some old videos up and just get through today. But because I'm halfway in this challenge now, 12 days out of 30. I'm down there halfway there. I don't want to, miss out now. Sorry about that, y'all. Um, and I was like, you know what? Maybe I'll sit down and just talk about some inner wild child stuff. I really don't know what to talk about. Um, my mind's blurry on a lot of my past and stuff, and somebody mentions something, I recall it pretty good, but for me to pull it out of my head, my memory's not too sharp like that anymore. Um, but I do remember I grew up in a very rural area. I grew up in a county that to this day still doesn't have a stoplight in it. Not the entire county, no stoplights. They do have a blinking. They have a stop sign that's got a blinking light on top of it. I guess that's for fog and stuff. Um, but yeah, it's a very rural farm community nestled in the mountains. And I grew up there, and I can remember being a child. I can remember running out in the wheat fields, and the wheat barley was as tall as me, and just running out through it, and just flying through the wheat. And I loved to spin. I can remember when I was little, I used to just love to look up and just spin around till I fell down. It was just the best thing ever. Had a little dock at the end of the pond. I can remember diving into the pond and navigating through the turtles and stuff. And um, you know, that was kind of my little childhood when I was innocent and didn't know how to be anything but a kid. Uh, then I got to be a little older and I hung out. I ended up coming back over to where I was born, and it's a little bit bigger of a town. It's still a small town, but bigger than where I was. And I was a Gen Xer, so we had the rules: get out of the house and don't come back till the street lights are on. So you know, I can remember walking up and down the streets, my uncle's street, and they had them old, I guess they were mercury halogen lights and on the telephone poles. And if you kicked the telephone pole hard enough, the light would go out and take like 5 minutes to come back on. I had to warm up. So if I was fast enough, I could get down the whole street, kick all the poles, and just black out the whole street before they started coming back on. Uh, I was a little hellion, man. I was into shit, man. I like to break shit. I like to do things that just I shouldn't have done. But I did have some fun. You know, I used to ride my bike all through town, and eventually I was a teenager and I had a little moped, one of the little mopeds with the pedals on it and stuff. And hanging out with my friends and ripping and running and trying to be an adult, thinking that's what I was. Doing adult things. As Chris the Flash would say, Clint doing Clint things. Um, yeah, that's, and then I got older. I did a lot of ripping and running and partying and stuff. Some of my inner child come out with my brother. We'd fly to Miami and hang out in South Beach for long weekends and stuff, and um, things like that. Uh, we fly to Memphis and go to barbecue festivals. And, we always got into stuff. You know, I kind of understand the inner child part, of this challenge. I don't know. I don't really recall being that kind of inner child. I don't recall being that child. I don't recall being at the playground a lot. I'm not saying I wasn't there. I just don't recall it. It's not something in my head. I just, now if somebody was to come to me and remind me of something, it'll probably all come flooding back. Um, but yeah, nah, it's. But I didn't want to throw a mulligan in there. I might need that mulligan this week for something else. I was like, well, let me talk on this, and source, if you don't approve of this, then we'll just make it a mulligan, and then I lost my mulligan for the week. Um, it's cool. You know, I didn't want to give up. Um, for the day. I wanted to get something in. And it's getting late. I need to get it in. It's shit. It's 10 p.m. here on the East Coast. I got 2 hours to throw this on, so ain't gonna be much editing to it. So let me throw the source up there, and I need to know: are you locked in? Are you locked in? Um, yeah. So this is my little video for the day. And the source did mention to me today. I was watching. I caught the end of Five Questions with Source. He was with Down the Road, Jamie from Down the Road, and he did mention to me. He said if I had a chance to challenge somebody, and there's a bunch of people I want to challenge. There is. It's just for one day. You just hop on the source's page. That's his handle. Check under his community post. You might have to scroll back because the man does post a lot of things. Um, and I don't mean that negatively. He posts a lot of things, and look for the calendar. And I'm not quite sure what his rule set is for it, but I'll give you mine. You can use any day you want. You can go back to the first. You can go back to the second, the third, the fourth, whatever day fits you. That makes you want to do this challenge, and just do a couple minute, few minute, whatever you feel like doing. It's a 1 minute video challenge, but we threw that out the window. It's just too hard to do any kind of information and cram it all in 1 minute. It makes your video crap. You want to do 2 minutes, you want to do 3 minutes, you want to do 8 minutes, whatever. Um, but hop on there and do it. Yesterday I did my pet challenge. If you guys have pets and it's easy for you to do it. Um, it's whatever. Just pick one of his challenge days and off his little calendar sheets. He posts them 1 week at a time in advance, so you'll see. The first ones will be days 1 through 7. The second one that's out now is days 8 through 14. Let's see, today's the 12th, so tomorrow's 13th. So I'm going to guess tomorrow or Monday he'll be putting out for the next week. So I'm going to challenge Chris the Flash. Chris, I think it'll do you some good, man. I think it'll do you some good just to do something random and off the wall than normal. I know you're busy. I know you're working a lot. Squeeze it in one of them days. You ain't got to do it tomorrow. Just take your day off and just do a quick little video and pick one of them days. Pick one of them challenges, and Chris, Flash, get on it. Hashtag in your title, 30-day video challenge. Hashtag in your title, are you locked in? That's so we can find you. And those of us that are all doing this, that's the whole idea. We can find each other's little videos every day, and we can just give each other a couple minutes of watch time watching these little videos. So make sure you put that in the title. And just that's the only day. You ain't got to finish the rest of the month out with us if you don't want. And if you do want, jump on in. You ain't got to go back to the beginning. You can start tomorrow, and that's for anybody. You want to get in on this one, we encourage it. Start tomorrow. Start with day 13. And just finish it out. Just, hook up with the source. And, you'll see his calendar. Yeah, that's it, man. I'm gonna call it a wrap. I keep saying that. Yeah, you can tell I'm not into it. If anybody's been paying any attention to me, man, they say me. I'm just not feeling it. I don't know what's up. I don't even look right. I'm looking at myself in the camera. Maybe it's because I ain't got a hat on. Y'all see my dome. I need a haircut, man. I ain't bald at my head this week. Um, Phew, what the hell's going on? Anyway, I love y'all. Hope everybody has a great weekend. Saturday night, y'all be safe, have fun. Uh, if you do something I wouldn't do, be good at it. That's all I got to say. Um, yeah, that's it, y'all. One love. GenX out.